This is a familiar sight for a lot of night owls. Snoozing too many times in the morning, rushing out of bed, struggling to get out the door on time. But what if I told you there is a better way to do mornings? I promise I can give you the tips and tricks that you need to make your mornings less bad. I'll be honest, as night owls, mornings are never gonna be great, but these tips are definitely gonna help them be better. Hello all and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is AJ and I post new videos every Thursday about baking and lifestyle. Today I am showing you how to create a morning routine if you are a night owl. We unfortunately live in a morning person's world, and that means as night owls sometimes we have to shift our routines to be more morning people instead of our normal state of night owl. This can be really tough. I completely understand. When I first had to start transitioning to wake up early in the mornings, I struggled and I chose to sleep in until 10 minutes before I needed to be out of the house. And while it felt like that was the best option, I got the most sleep, it really wasn't. There are better ways to make use of your mornings, even if you hate them. These first 3 tips for morning success actually start the night before. Step 1 is to set a bedtime alarm. I know what you're thinking. I don't need an alarm. I know what time it is. I'll make sure I go to bed on time. It'll be fine. You won't. I speak from experience. As a night owl, evenings are when I feel most productive, and it's very easy for me to get sucked into doing a new project, organizing a drawer, baking some cookies, filming a YouTube video, whatever it might be. But having a bedtime alarm set provides some sort of accountability. It'll force you to go to bed on time. Now you might be asking, well, what do I do when that bedtime alarm goes off? Just crawl into bed? And the answer is no. Step 2 is to create a bedtime routine. As a night owl, it is very difficult to go to bed early. Your circadian rhythms are not built to go to bed early and wake up early. It's just not how we're designed. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, we are living in a morning person's world, so sometimes we have to fight those natural circadian rhythms. One of the best ways to do this is to set a bedtime routine. It doesn't really matter what this routine is, and it's going to vary from person to person. You might choose to take a shower at night, and that's going to help drop your body temperature, signaling it to release some melatonin. You might decide to take your puppies out for a walk, and then come back and change into your coziest pajamas. You might choose to just get into bed and read for 10 minutes. Whatever it is, set a routine that always leads to you getting into bed to sleep. Don't do a routine and then go off and do something else. That's going to confuse your body more than it already is by you getting into bed at 9 o'clock. The third tip to do the night before to make your morning routines even better is to do as much as possible the night before. Like I said, night owls are programmed to be most effective at night. So use that to your advantage. Set out your clothes for the morning, prep your breakfast, prepare all your documents, choose your outfits. Whatever you usually have to do in the morning, do it at night instead. I promise this is gonna save a lot of headache in the morning. I don't know about you, but I can barely remember to put one foot in front of the other, let alone pick out a coordinating outfit. So you've done everything you need to do the night before. Now what? Now it's time to get into the nitty-gritty of creating your perfect new morning routine for night owls. Step 4 is to get some light as soon as possible in the mornings. If you have a window in your bedroom, open the blinds, draw open the curtains, and let in that natural sunlight. I know it can be very tempting to leave your blackout curtains up, but I promise you, getting that morning light is going to help your body adjust to being up earlier much faster than anything else. If you don't have access to natural light, or you actually have to wake up before the sun, there are a couple of different options for you. Number 1, just turn on your overhead lights. While this isn't as good as actual natural sunlight, it still helps wake your body up a little bit. And if it's an option for you, I highly recommend investing in a daylight lamp, also known as a sunlight lamp. These help mimic the natural tones of sunlight, allowing your body to adjust without having to actually be in the sunlight. I'm going to link one down in the description below if you'd like a good recommendation. After getting that natural light, it's time to move on to step 5. And this one is probably going to cause some pain. But step 5 is to not drink coffee. I know you think I'm absolutely crazy and you're about to close off this video, but bear with me. By drinking coffee first thing in the morning, you're actually sabotaging your body's natural chemical production that will help keep you awake longer throughout the day. If you drink coffee first thing in the morning, it might help you feel more awake, but you are going to crash in the afternoon. Try waiting about an hour in the mornings before you drink your first cup of coffee. And in that time, move on to step number 6. Step 6 is to eat something. If you're like me, you don't really feel a huge appetite in the morning, but it is vitally important that you break your fast. You have to eat some sort of breakfast in order to allow your body to start functioning properly. Now, it doesn't really matter what you eat in the morning. There's a lot of research saying that you should eat a healthy breakfast in the morning and that breakfast should be your biggest meal of the day. But if you're not hungry, at very least you should eat a granola bar, a piece of fruit, or a smoothie. Something to allow your body to start digesting, and then later on in the morning when you're feeling hungry, you can eat more. After you have broken your fast, it's time to move on to step number 7, and that is to move your body. Now, moving your body doesn't mean you have to do a full-on exercise routine first thing in the morning. I personally would hate that. All that means is just do some sort of movement, some sort of physical activity first thing in the morning. When it comes to moving your body, pretty much anything counts. Stretching, yoga, walking your dog, whatever it is, just get some physical movement into your day. Bonus tip, change your sleep schedule gradually. If you have the option, ease yourself into a morning routine. Try going to bed and waking up 15 minutes earlier every day until you get into your new routine. Step 8. And this is my personal favorite and what I think has made the biggest difference in my morning routine. And that is to plan something you really enjoy for the first 10 minutes of your day. Again, it doesn't really matter what this is, and it's going to be different for everybody. For me, personally, I like having that 10 minutes to drink my coffee and read my book. For other people, these 10 minutes might be dedicated to watching the news, working on a craft project, organizing your house, or whatever else. It's very tempting to take those extra 10 minutes to sleep. I get it. But by having something you look forward to doing every single morning, it's going to allow you to wake up a lot easier. And finally, the last step. Give yourself time to adjust. You really need to commit to doing this new routine for at least a couple of weeks before you know how it's going to work for you. When you're first adjusting to a morning person routine, it's going to be really tough. I get it. I am still a night owl through and through, and when I have the chance to stay up late and then sleep in, it's like, oh, my favorite thing. But we live in a morning person world, so we have to figure out ways to adjust easily. Feel free to make small changes to the routine as you find things that work for you and things that don't. But don't quit after just a few days. I promise your morning routines will go from hectic to less terrible. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the little bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video. Leave a comment down below. Which tip did you like best? Frankie, are you ready for your nighttime routine? Frankie's routine is go outside, go potty, eat a treat, and then cuddle.